Okay, so voice is good. Okay, everyone's in live trading. Okay. Is Vegas on today? Oh, jeez. Okay, onboarding. Bloom play. Trading education. Okay, are you guys ready? Or give me yes.
We're ready.
Okay, the mission statement. So let me quickly post the schedule. Hopefully this will go no longer than an hour. Okay. Oh my god, the new stock twits. Stocks. Where's the schedule? Do you have the schedule? Can someone post the schedule? Oh, where is it? Live webinars, right? Is there a schedule there? Okay, here's the schedule. Okay. So today, welcome to United Traders. Okay. And okay, so my name is Michael. On StockTwits, I'm Superbloom. You can follow me on StockTwits or look me up. Okay, so let me just do a brief rundown of what we're going to go through today, and welcome everyone. Okay, so welcome the executives and welcome the administration and welcome the various teams that that help on the back end to make this all possible, and welcome the new members. Okay. So I want to say that, greet everyone, okay? Today we're going to go through, I'm going to go through the schedule for the 15 weeks of classes. They will start today and go for 15 weeks. Here's the schedule. You guys can see the schedule right there. I'll go 4 weeks, break, 4 weeks, break, 4 weeks, break. I don't have dates for each of the weeks, but because each of the dates will change, the dates for each week will change as per my discretion. I mean, sometimes it will be on Saturday morning, sometimes it will be Thursday evenings, sometimes it will be Tuesdays evenings, okay? But I'll try to be consistent. And the reason why I like to do that is because we're not paying for these classes, okay? If I keep doing them on Thursdays evenings, somebody who works Thursday evenings will miss every class. Is that fair? So I like to do it that way, just to give the randomness, and it gives me my flexibility too, okay? And I will make a note, I will teach most of these courses, but I will like to give some of these courses, some of these classes to somebody who's learning, or is an expert in time frame analysis or divergence, or if you look at the concepts, right? The subject, support and resistance, them a chance to teach as well, so they can get better, and my role eventually becomes less significant, and somebody else can step up to the plate and take a leadership. Okay. So I'll go through the schedule quickly. I'll go through the mission and vision statement. I'll go through the code of conduct. I'll talk a little bit why we differentiate from other trading communities, and that will be regarding the buddy system and our knowledge base and our experience. And then we'll go through some homework for next week, and then we'll go through some homework for next week. And we'll go through some trading psychology stuff really quick, and stop loss, okay? Very important, the stop loss, okay? I'm planting the seed now for stop loss. You can't be a trader without knowing what a stop loss is, how to use a stop loss, and how to understand why the stop loss affects your trading. Okay, there's no trader in the world that says, "Oh man, I trade without a stop loss." There's no one on earth says that. Okay, so let's go through the schedule first. Okay, wait, actually, I'll do a brief introduction for me first. Okay, so I've been trading for 2 years. Actually, I quit my job. I have a finance background and I'm a CFA candidate. I'm doing my last level of my exam. Okay, I have 2 degrees, one in international relations and one in finance. I've been in the oil and gas industry for 5 years doing energy trading and marketing. Okay, I've worked for an investment bank, Merrill Lynch. Okay, so, and I love to teach and I love to read because my other degree is in international relations. Okay, actually, strategic studies and diplomacy. So that's my background really quick. Okay, so let's go through the schedule for the 15 weeks, okay? So today's the onboarding, then support resistance, pattern breakout, breakdowns, and then indicators, and then volume analysis. Okay, you guys can read that on your own, okay? And the last 3 weeks will be on the psychology of trading, the emotional and cognitive biases, and then understanding the market maker and the market participants. And that's going through like, who are the players in this, who trades against us, right? Me against you, but the market maker, the institutional buyers, right? The banks, right? The proprietary traders, right? The scalpers, so swing traders. We're against a lot of people here, other chat rooms, okay? So those are all important. And the last one will be on fundamental analysis, SEC filings and fundamental analysis. Yeah, that's for 2 hours, okay? So from the schedule, if you guys look at the schedule, click the schedule, resources to be bought. So these will help you. I read the Steve Nyson book. We had that book. We have a copy. We have the PDF here. You guys can download it. Okay, so I read that book, but that's not to say that you have to read it as well. There's tons of candlestick resources on YouTube. I mean, you can learn it on your own. Candlestick resources, right? Remember, these courses are a supplement to your studies. When you trade with us live, it is a supplement to your understanding, right? When you trade with us live, does that make sense? So Anna Cooling, the VPA volume price analysis book is critical. You might want to buy both of them. There's two parts, part 1 and part 2. Part 2 isn't out yet. Part 2 is coming out like next month. I think actually she said next week, I think. Okay, so there's 2. You should read both of them. It's probably the most important thing you should read is volume. Okay, for me as a trader, I am a volume trader. Volume precedes price. Volume is the most important thing in trading for me. Okay, and YouTube, Frank Paul, and Trade 212. Those are the 2 resources that I use. Frank Paul is actually an expert. He's a Forex trader. He's a foreign currency trader, and he trades using the RSI. He understands RSI divergence and RSI trend analysis better than anyone. So TJ is the founder of the community. He trades using the RSI. He posts the RSI divergence and trend analysis all the time. By studying Frank Paul's strategies, you will understand why TJ does what he does, right? RSI divergence is actually a leading indicator of price action. Okay, that's not known. MACD, moving average crossovers, the stochastic, the William K, all those indicators lag behind divergence. Okay, there's a reason for that. The Institute of Trading. So if you go to YouTube and put in Institute of Trading, there's a guy named Anton Creel, and he became a trader when he was like 22 for Goldman Sachs. And if you watch some of his videos, he'll talk about the institutional trading, where they come from, how they act, and how they actually quote unquote manipulate the markets. They don't actually manipulate the markets in terms of breaking the law, but they have strategies to make you shake out the retail customer, right? To make them believe something else, to move price action. Because they move so much volume, but nothing they do is illegal per se. But okay, so it's good to learn what the institutional buyer does. Because when you're trading, I'll tell you right now, out of 100%, only 5% is retail volume. 95% is controlled by algorithms and the institutional buyer. We are a small part of the big C. Understood? Okay, resources in United Traders, and again, the Mark Douglas videos in trading. Okay, on that note, Mark Douglas videos in trading. So I'm going to make it right here. So please watch the Mark Douglas videos in trading psychology. If you haven't already, I need you to watch it. Watch that. Trading psychologies. There are 4 parts. You must watch those videos. If you've watched it for the first time, great. If you haven't, If you never watch it again. Watch it now. If you've watched it already, watch it again. That's how important it is, right? Because you need to start thinking like a professional trader. You need to manage your risk like a professional trader. Have no emotions. Understand that trading is about probabilities, that no one can predict the market. No one can predict it. We just have to play our strategies. All these are covered in trading psychology, okay? It will readjust your mindset of trading. And I'm going to direct this to the newbies. A lot of the people who joined our group think that this is some sort of a chat room where Superbloom is looking at a chart and then saying, guys, this is accumulation. I just bought this at $4, 20,000 shares. My price target's $5. You guys should all jump in with me. And then we're going to create volume. And then it spikes like 30 cents and then everyone gets out. That's not how this works. Okay. This is peer trading. We're learning how to independently make good decisions, make probabilistic decisions, be able to differentiate between high probability setup, low probability setups, right? Accumulation. We're able to differentiate because we learn from each other, we practice each other, and we're able to see all the different trade ideas that come up. Vegas's trade ideas, Superblooms like TJ's, Persians, right? All these different trade ideas, Canjams like Osters, Catalan, Nikos, right? Gabe's, all these different trade ideas that come up, will be able to, by the end of those 15 weeks, be able to say, okay, I like Superbloom's chart. I think I'd like what he's talking about. I will take a position, right? I like Persian setup. I know his setup. He's taught me his setup in class. I'm going to take a position, right? I like Vegas's swings. I understand her swings. I will take her position, right? This is very different from every other chat room. And every day we practice what we preach. That's what the trading floor is about. Okay, so I went through that really quick. Okay, so let's go through I covered the class schedule. I welcomed everyone. I'm nervous too. This is my first time onboarding, so I don't really know. Okay, so here we go. So let me read the vision statement real quick. The vision of the United Trading Capital is to deliver the highest quality of care, fiduciary care, right? That means I have the responsibility to protect my customer and protect my members, okay? And my employees, fiduciary care, okay? And superior returns across all disciplines of the capital markets in a diligent, due diligent, and a prudent manner, right? Prudent manner to inspire the next generation of professional investors. The word professional there, yes, we're all amateur traders right now. We're proprietary traders. We're not professionals, but we must think like a professional trader. Okay, and when I say professional, over time you will learn not to panic. Over time you will learn to take a setup and take a loss and walk away with pride. Like, guys, I took a $5,000 loss and I didn't even blink because I know my strategy and I know it didn't work and I know I could take a loss, right? Okay, so the mission of the United Trading Capital is to become the world's leading network for institutional and proprietary trading through mentorship with a lifetime goal of independent wealth and continuous pursuit of philanthropy. We're doing that every day. World's leading network, right? We're constantly bringing in new talent all the time. Trust me, we're working behind the scenes to make this organization bigger than you'll ever know. Mentorship, right? There's tons of mentorships going behind the scenes. You guys are DMing Jim, private messaging Vegas, messaging TJ, messaging various traders, right? To mentor from them, right? They are teaching you, right? And continuous pursuit of philanthropy. This whole thing is free, right? Like I'm sitting here teaching you a 15-week course, right? Free. And trust me, after this course, you're gonna be fearless. Okay. So that's the vision and do you guys have any comments there? Vision and mission statement. So, and we're continuously in the back of my mind, we're always continuously working towards those goals, like every single word. Okay. Okay, so that's that. The class. Okay, let's go through the, should I do the buddy system right now? Okay, so let's go through the buddy system right now, okay? So this is how, for the newbies, this is how I want you to approach the trading room, okay? This is how I want you to set your expectation, okay? This is how you're gonna learn. In our group, there are over probably 20 to 30 full-time traders. We trade full-time with each other, okay? You are gonna cling to someone. You're gonna message someone that you like. I saw your trade. I'm learning from you. I looked at your chart, and they will reach out to you, and you will build a relationship and a bond with them, and you're gonna learn from them. This is the buddy system, okay? I mean, some people might not be receptive, and I'm gonna say this right here. Do not message me, because I'm teaching all the classes already. I'm not gonna mentor you one-on-one. You guys will have to mentor, somebody else will mentor you, okay? But it is critical to cling to somebody in the room and ask them to be your mentor. Like, look, Stocking Eric, right? Washboard Jim, Persian, right? Nico, Catalan, even Paula, because they've all been there in the beginning, right? They can give you the lowdown, like how to think, what to look for, right? I've asked every single one to go watch the trading psychology videos. They will tell you to do the same thing. You guys will all have to follow the same path to success. No one is going to take shortcuts. Okay, so the buddy system, that's how the buddy system is going to work. You're going to log on and say, God, I like Oscar De La Hoya. I love his calls. I love his calls. You're going to cling to him. You're going to be like, okay, I'm going to follow his calls, learn from his trades, and become a master swing trader like he is. You're going to go, oh my God, you know what? I love Nico's calls. I'm going to learn from Nico, right? So this is how this buddy system will work. So when you see on the trading floor, so many things are going on. Focus on the traders that you want to learn from and you're making you money, that you're making money with, that you have built a relationship with, okay? So that's how this is different. There's no channel for, Superbloom and TJ and Vegas came up with 3 stocks and then we're going to load the bloat tomorrow and it's going to run. That's not how this works. The stocks that are run have a catalyst. They have news, right? Or somebody else is pumping and dumping it when we see it on a scanner. This room does not dump or pump or front load. Okay, and that's a great segue into the code of conduct. Oh, what a great segue, Superbloom. Okay, did I miss anything up to this point? Schedule, the buddy system, what to expect, how to think like a professional trader. Mark Douglas's videos, you must watch the Mark Douglas videos for next week. You must change your mindset at this onset right now. Okay, so let me post the United Traders Code of Conduct. It looks long, but it's not really, and I'm only going to just point out some of the key things. Okay. So this is important. This is important. This is important. And then I guess, okay, all 4 of them are important. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so here's the conduct. We'll get it on right away. I'll highlight the most important part, okay? This, because TJ is a CFA, he has a CFA designation, and I have a CFA, I'm a candidate in the program as well. So this is actually adapted from the CFA Institute, measures of conduct adapted from the CFA Institute. So I basically took some of the points and I changed it to our own words, okay? So first one, act with integrity, competence, diligence, respect, blah, 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 and with a public, ethical manner with the public, capital markets, members in our community, and the investment profession at large. Basically, the key there is to respect the public, the stock market, the members in the community, and the investment profession at large. Like, we are not going to make fun of banks. We're not going to call out institutions like the CBOE and say that. I mean, we could, but it just reflects negatively on us. And this code of conduct, when I wrote it, I really focus on the reputation. I want to keep the reputation of the United Traders whole and professional and respected, not just within the trading community, but worldwide in every aspect of every industry. When they hear United Traders, they know the brand, they know who we are and what we represent. Okay, so we have the key word there is respect. Okay, so I made that vague. respect others and the members in the community and the investment at large. Okay, so second one, place the integrity of the investment profession and the interest of public above our own personal interest. Okay, what does that mean? Above our own. That means that Superbloom is not going to say, oh God, guys, I bought E-Energy at 20 cents. I front loaded it yesterday, 20,000 shares. Now you guys get in. That has nothing to do with it. I'm never going to do that because that is putting my interest above yours. You guys will make the stock go up and I will get out. I'll make money. To me, money, you guys know how I trade. I don't even care sometimes about them. I take naps when the stock moves. I'm in stocks and I'm taking naps. You know why? Because I don't care. Because your interest is more important than mine. Okay? So you guys have to practice that too. You guys, once you guys become an institutional trader, a proprietary trader, work for an investment bank, this is very important. Okay? So we do not pump and dump. We do not front load. I'm not alerting you earlier or whatever unless there's news, right? Zach is a professional at finding news before everyone else. So is Nico, the Catalyst team. Look on the right there, Ziggy and Paula. These guys can locate news faster than anyone else, right? These news come out, they know, okay? And then what's the other one? Encourage others to practice in a professional and ethical manner that will reflect confidence and credit on themselves and the investment community, right? Basically teaching others, right? And just reflecting credit on ourselves. Okay, maybe I should take out that sentence. Doesn't really mean anything. Okay. Third one, maintain it and improve our trading knowledge, experience, and judgment while striving to help improve the competence of other members in the community. Always striving. If we come into work, trading floor, and the focus is to trade and make money together and to teach each other, you're going to step back and you're not going to want to fool around or make stupid jokes or put nasty memes or hurtful things on other people. That's not the goal, because we're here to make money is the main goal here, right? And protect our reputation of our community and our network and our profession, right? So the last sentence is super important. It's probably the most important sentence in the whole thing, okay? Members of the United Traders community are to be respectful of others, maintain the integrity of capital markets, and uphold the universal standards of the investment profession at all times. Is that fair? I'm not going to read the community expectations. You guys could read around that all or yourself. That's just like, don't make remarks, blah, 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 here and there. But the main point is this, and I'll make this clear right here, right now. This is very clear because this has been going on for a while now. We wrote this code of conduct because it's necessary. Every institution on earth has a code of conduct, a governance, right? A compliance, okay? So we need one too. That's one. But number two is I value our reputation as a group and as a community more than anything else. I don't value, just remember that I said this. Any trader on Voice, any personality, me, TJ, Vegas, Persian, Nico, whoever discipline, any of the traders can be replaced. Okay? Vegas is a swing trader. Do you think she's the only swing trader on earth? So Jim is a support resistance trader, right? Zach is a news trader. I'm a long short panic seller, right? Like we all can be replaced, but our reputation as a group cannot be. Once our reputation is destroyed because one person said something rude, one person front loaded the entire market, we jumped in, we didn't know, that will ruin our reputation. Is that clear what I just said there? Okay, and on that note, okay, wait, TJ and Vegas or Jim, do you have anything to say at this point?
I just want to say that, this group, United Traders, is very engaging and very educational, especially during the day. So much talent in here to support everyone and give ideas and guide people sometimes to say, you know what, I'm still holding, here's why. This is a very unique group. And sometimes we can get exciting and emotional, but at the end of the day, we're here to trade and make money. So it's important sometimes, if I'm talking on Voice, I might interrupt people, not intentionally, and some of us interrupt each other not intentionally, but it's really to sometimes focus and refocus on what's important, which are the trades in action or the trade ideas that are coming into play. So it's certainly not to for anyone to misunderstand that, oh, Vegas, she's yelling at us or she doesn't want to have fun. I'm all about that. But at the same time, my focus in being here is to be profitable every day. Of course, I take losses during the day as well. But you know what? I always want to look for a new opportunity to get into a new trade. And at the end of the day, my passion is to help people be successful and to help them grow the accounts, especially the ones that have smaller accounts. I spend a lot of time helping people through direct message, and I want them to get the proper support. So just don't take it the wrong way sometimes when I'm interrupting, because the focus really is, trading. So I try to still engage throughout the day, but again, sometimes I interrupt on the focus. You'll hear TJ interrupt sometimes too. And again, it's not to be misunderstood. It's that I need people to focus on trades, and there's people actually in those trades sometimes. So I don't want them to miss out on opportunities to participate in the trade, or maybe they're considering to exit and it's not really a good time to exit when there's opportunities for the trade to continue. So thank you very much.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to add to that too. We're always going to bump heads. We have talented traders that have totally different trading styles, goals for the trade itself, and risk tolerance levels, right? So, you guys got to really focus on which strategy works for you, which one really, stands out, and just follow those traders until you learn their strategy. And then if you want to explore, you can always explore onto other traders and their strategies. And if you are new, I would like you to spend more time learning than actually taking our trades. We have these calls every day. We make really great calls. We got a really good team, and the calls aren't going to stop. And we're going to have the same kind of market anyways next year. So focus on becoming the best student and studying as much as you can before you're just following our calls just because we're bullish on a ticker.
Okay, and then here's another note, and I wanted to be clear. The code of conduct is there for us to follow, and it actually mirrors our vision and mission statement. By following the code of conduct, it should get us to the vision and mission, okay? It will protect our reputation. But that is not to say that you have to understand this, okay? Even for me, when we're trading, the market is live. Everyone can be very emotional, okay? So sometimes somebody will swear and even make fun of the other person. And that sometimes happens because we're working. That happens, okay? So if you guys are offended over and over and every day, mute that individual. Okay, I don't like Superbloom. He keeps calling out Asian people in New York. I don't like that. I'll mute him. Okay, mute him. That's fine, okay? So you are an adult as well, okay? We are adults, but we are trading with each other and things can get crazy. So please appreciate that. And we deal with each other and we have each other's phone numbers. Sometimes when we're upset, we just call the other person and talk to them, right? So you guys don't know that too. So, and we're really good friends behind the scenes. So you guys have to understand that as well, okay? And appreciate that. And there's things that you can do to solve the problem, right? And if it worst comes to worst, message Vegas. She'll solve your problem for you, okay? So that's what I want to comment on. So, I mean, a swear here and there is okay. Someone makes fun of someone here and there is fine because that's part of the entertainment. That's part of the making the day go faster, right? But if Superbloom constantly wakes up and constantly makes fun of Jim every day to the point where he's sad and upset, dude, that's different. That's harassment, isn't it? So there's a discretion there, okay? So just appreciate that we're constantly looking and reviewing those kinds of behavior, okay? Okay, so that's so there's the code of conduct. There's the classes. Okay, the mid-vision and mission statement. Okay, does actually at this point, okay, so you guys will watch the Mark Douglas videos for homework, okay? They talk about the 4 fears of trading, okay? So I just want to prime you guys first. For the new traders, okay, you will realize after those videos that trading, every mistake that you make are derived from 4 things, the 4 fears of trading. There's 4 fears that drive you. The fear of losing money, right? The fear of missing out, like FOMO, you're just chasing stocks left, right, and center, right? The fear of leaving money on the table, so profit taking too early, like you're just taking money off the table too early. And the fear of, God, there's another fear of something else. But there's 4 fears, okay? So you guys have to figure that out. I mean, there's a reason why you bag hold, okay? There's a reason why you take profits early, right? It's all psychological. You'll realize that through it, right? One is called the disposition effect. Just let me Google it really quick here. You guys, once I show you, so like we'll go over these things and you actually have to overcome it, right? You have to overcome these tendencies, right? So I'm just going to point it out right here in this class today, right? So here it is. Look, the disposition effect. It relates to the tendency of investors to sell shares whose price has increased, so sell too early, while keeping assets that have dropped in value, bag holding. This is studied. People study this. You are trading. In trading, you have to overcome these. This is actually, you are born to be loss averse, right? You are scared to lose money. That's how trading works. You have to be a better trader. You have to overcome these. So we're going to actually work through these psychological setbacks. Okay. So, but right now you guys have to be aware of them. Okay. Does that make sense? Like this group is that smart. We know what is affecting you. Okay. So here's another thing. And then I'll go into the stop loss, the idea of the stop loss really quick. We're making good time here, right? Prospect theory. Who has heard of prospect theory? Okay, so I'm just gonna highlight it here, but I'll explain it to you in easier terms. Okay, so prospect theory. Okay, this affects you every day. It's really subtle. Okay, let me explain it to you. It's so subtle, okay? So look, imagine this. You have $50. Okay, actually you have $50. You go outside, you lose the $50, right? You're pissed that you lost $50. But if I gave you $100 and then I took back $50 from you and you only have 50 and I took the other 50, you'll be actually more pissed at me. This is called the prospect theory. It's like when you're trading, if you jump into a trade and you lose $100 right away, you're like, okay, I lost 100. But if you're up 500 and you lose that 100 only, it's like of the equal value. Although you are up 500 and you lose 100 and you still have 400 left, you're actually more upset. Does that make sense what I just said there? That happens in trading because of that subtlety, this prospect theory that was written by Daniel Kahneman in his book, Thinking Fast and Slow. It changes the dynamic of trading altogether. This is why you panic sell. This is why you chase. This is why you jump into things you don't want to do things you don't want, because you're up $1,000. Now you're only up 400. You want to chase now. Instantly you want to chase. Okay, so we'll work through that. Okay, does that make sense? So these are some of the things we'll go through in the psychology class. Is there a psychology class that I could touch on? Yeah, psychology of trading. So that's week 13. Okay, so the last one will be, let's go over the stop loss. It's critical. And this is a great time to talk about the stop loss. Okay, everybody here knows. Okay, so what I don't go through in the classes is, and you need to study as well, and you need to work on, is to understand your broker. So this is the mechanical part of trading. This is the physical. You need to figure out the computer, the internet speed. You need to have 2 internets or 2 electricities or 2 batteries or whatever, the fan. You need to figure out your broker. You need to figure out the fees. You need to do the math behind the scenes to figure out, will this be a profitable trade if this stock is trading at $1 and I only buy 50 shares and it goes up 3 cents and I sell? Am I going to be profitable? Like, you have to do that math, right? You have to figure out the expected value of every return. So I don't teach that. This is part of position sizing and risk management. You guys might want to write this down. Actually, I'll post a video right now so you guys can, right? Because this is a business. Like trading entry and exit is one thing, but you guys have to figure out the position sizing, right? The math behind every trade, and realize that every trade has to be at least profitable first if it does the right thing before you can get in. Like if it even moves up, 5 cents, am I going to be profitable, right? So technically, sometimes there is a trade. Somebody says, guys, I'm in at $9, but this is at the very top. It can only go 3 more cents. You're not going to jump in. It's not going to be a profitable trade if it only goes up 3 cents. Does that make sense, sir? So I don't teach that. There's videos for that. You guys have to do that in the background. Understand what the limit order is, what the difference between limit, market order is, trailing stop loss, like all that. You have to Google that, learn on your own what that is. That's the mechanics. Like you have to learn the rules of poker first. Learn that there's a blind, there's 10 people involved, there's all the different hands. You guys have to learn that. And then we'll teach you the strategy, the emotions, and the position sizing. We'll teach you how to bet, right? That you'll hear that me say that a lot, guys. Okay, I have to gamble on this play. I have to take my entry. I have to make a bet, right? That's what trading is. I see the setup that I like. I'm taking a bet to see what's going to happen next. Is that clear what I just said there? It's so subtle. All the trade ideas that show up on our screen every day is technically just a hand in poker, or a hand in blackjack, or a hand in a slot machine. We're seeing the hand, and now we're placing our bet to see what happens next. Does that help you think what trading is really like now? Trading is like, guys, I like this flag setup. Now, if you like it, we don't know what's going to happen. You have to pay $100, invest in it, right? And see what happens next. If it goes your way, you start collecting your money. If it doesn't, you stop out. Is that what it is? Isn't this what it is now? Every idea that shows up on your screen is just like the casino almost. It's like, okay, Superbloom just threw out a hand. Vegas just threw out a hand. Nico just threw out a hand. Persian just threw out a hand. You have only $500 in your account. You have to be the guy that says, you know what? I like Persian's hand the most. I will bet 200 shares, right? And I will put in my risk, my stop loss. I'm leading into the stop loss right now, by the way. Right? I bet $200 into the hand, into Persian setup, right? I bet $200, 200 shares. Okay, this is now ripping. Okay, now I want to raise up my hand and say, casino man, I want to take my profits. Okay, take profits taken. Next hand, Vegas says, okay, Vegas, guys, I'm loading any. You look at the hand, you based on your strategy, based on your comfortability, you're like, you know what? I don't really like it that much, but it's Vegas. I will bet 50 shares, right? I will bet 50 shares, knowing that there's a possibility that it will loot, it will tank. So I have to risk something, right? This is not free. This is not free. So here's the stop loss. The stop loss is a risk. Does that make sense? Every hand you bet on the trade ideas, every hand you see, every trade idea, every alert, every news alert, everything, every time you look at a chart, blah, 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 it's a hand. But it's not free. You have to pay to play to the shares, but you have to realize that it's a gambling. It's a probability thing. There's a chance this might not go your way. So that's why you have a stop loss, right? Is that clear? The stop loss, how that stop loss idea. So from now on, let's step back and say, every trade idea that I see, I'm going to jump in with a couple of shares. Okay, look, get this. Superbloom has been studying this chart for days. He knows the fundamental analysis behind it. TJ likes it. Oster's in it. Vegas is in it. This is a high probability setup. Okay. They are accumulating. Okay, I have 1,000 shares. This is high probability. Okay, you know what? I'm going to bet half my account, $500. That's fine. Bet half your account. Have your five. But the chance that it just tanks, you have a stop loss. If I'm in at $1 and it moves to 90 cents and I see everyone, I have to get stopped out. That is my risk. That is my stop loss. I have to pay to see. And that's what the risk is. That's what the risk is really. That's what the stop loss is really. Does that make sense? Have you ever walked into a casino and think, God, I'm just going to play every blackjack hand for free? No, it doesn't work like that. You put your chip down and then you see the hand. But in trading, it's a lot different. In trading, it's you see the hand. Vegas is telling you what to look for. Here's the hand. If you like it, then you bet. Then you put your shares in. Does that make sense? Is that clear what I just said there? How you're going to imagine what the stop loss is actually? The stop loss is actually the risk that you're paying to see what's going to happen next. Is that clear what I just said, what the stop loss is? And if you look at it that way, you're never going to jump into a hand and go, oh God, I'm bag holding now. Right? Sometimes it does happen. Yes, you're right. That happens to me too. Sometimes I'm in a tank so fast, I'm like, God, now I'm a long-term investor. Now I'm stuck at the casino. Right? So those are mistakes that we will make as beginners. But if we have $1,000 account and we're only betting 200 shares, like remember that swing for CNET? I'm only in 200 shares. If the thing goes to the ground tomorrow, I'm going to lose like what? I don't know. $300? Whoop-de-doo, right? Who knows? It's right. That's my risk. I'm risking 300 to then go to $15 to see another like $700-800. I'm risking 300 to see 800. Risk reward ratio, right? So we'll go through all that stuff. But with that said, the stop loss going forward, this is why the onboarding is more important than anything else, is every trade that you go in, every hand that you bet, you must realize I have to be putting down a risk. I have to pay the risk. The risk might be, if the entry's at $1, my stop loss is not 95 cents. The risk you're paying is what? 5%. I'm paying 5% to see what's going to happen next. If we get in at $1, it goes to 99, 98, 97, fine. But if it goes to 94, I'm out. Okay, I paid the 5 cents to see this. This didn't work out. I'm out. Right? Is that fair what I just said here? Is that clear? Did I explain that right? You're not going to get a free hand in this trading floor. Is that what I'm saying? So and please help me out now. Tomorrow we're going to get a bunch of new traders come in, right? The first thing that they're going to go is like, guys, I'm bag holding now. Please refer them to the trading psychology videos, right? Please refer them to the Adam volume analysis book, right? Do not teach them on the trading floor because it's emotional. They're upset they lost $500. They need to take a step back to learn. And you guys are ahead of them now. You guys are learning the onboarding and the stop loss, how to view the stop loss, the expectations of the stop loss. TJ says this all the time, okay? TJ says this, it's critical. I'm only going to risk this much, right? I'm not adding any more risk into this trade, right? He's talking about a stop loss, right? He's going to wait. The stop loss is 10%. If it goes past 10%, I don't care. I'm out. I'm walking to another casino. Okay, I think I covered everything. Did I cover everything here? Okay, does anybody have any questions at this? Because I know I talked really fast. I'm a bit nervous too.
I kind of got in late. I'm sorry. What's a bag holder again?
A bag holder is somebody who is holding on to a big loss or a loss.
Gracias.
Which videos? The Mark Douglas videos? Right? Channel. They're in this channel. Yeah, they're here. They're here. Okay, so you guys don't have any questions, right? The class schedule. Any questions in the class schedule? Or any comments for anything? Did I miss anything? Wait, let me just check what I'm supposed to say here. The culture, okay. We talked about the culture, right?
Oh, super. You can go over the buddy system.
I did, didn't I?
When is the next class time?
I'll let you know on Sunday. I'll let you know on Sunday. Like, okay, how about this? I let everyone Saturday. Okay, on the Saturday of each week, I will let everyone know because maybe the class will be, and I'll try to give everyone a week's notice, okay, to attend. And at least all the classes will be recorded now and it will be online. Okay, so you won't miss anything. Okay, so let me go through the buddy system again. Oh, actually, TJ, do you want to explain it? I just want to hear someone else explain the buddy system. Maybe I'm not saying it right. Or
No, I think you can say it. You say it properly.
Okay, so this is what differentiates United Traders from other chat rooms, right? In other chat rooms, you have one guru who made up the chat room. Oh God, I am a guru. I know technical analysis, blah, blah, blah. I will tell you the stock that I bought, and then you guys all jump in and create the explosion for me so I can get out. That's not how it works here. In our trading community, we have more than 20 to 30 full-time traders, very experienced with very big accounts. Oh yeah, well, let me talk about asset management in a second here. That's a good, and then it'll end of the class. Okay, so how the buddy system works is you will learn quickly who are the great traders. You can click on them, right? Click on their name and see that they're contributing and their calls are just on fire or they're on voice and we are complimenting each other. TJ is complimenting this person. I'm complimenting them. Vegas is like, damn, you're so good, right? Jim's like, whoa, you're so good, right? Then you start to pick who you like to trade with, who your trading style fits. If you are a stay-at-home mom, you want to trade with another stay-at-home mom, right? Oak 22 is a stay-at-home mom. Sorry, Oak. I don't know why I said that, but anyways, right? You're going to learn to trade with somebody that you like, that you can adapt with, and you can learn from, and you're going to build a relationship with them, and they will quote unquote mentor you in some way or another. They will help you. They will post a chart. You're going to ask questions. Okay, and you're going to learn their style, and then once you finish learning their style, you'll move on to somebody else that you can cling to. Then you can learn from, right? You can learn from me. You can learn from TJ. Then you can adapt and become your own trader, such that when somebody goes, guys, ABCD has blockchain news, and the thing is just ripping 400% right there. You know instantly what strategy to deploy, what kind of trader you are, how much to exercise, how much to put in, and what your stop loss is. You develop those strategies and those instincts on your own after training with so many different quote unquote buddies. So that's the buddy system. Is that fair? This is how it works. So that's the buddy system, right? I have a buddy system. I'm actually learning from Vegas, right? I'm learning from TJ, and they're both different. TJ tells me to sell on every spike. Vegas is telling me to hold on every dip. So look at me. I'm confused. I don't know what to do, right? I'm torn, right? But I have to figure that out on my own, right? Who's going to help me? Okay. So, and I'm going to end the class here. It's like 6:50. I'm going to end this class here. Okay, so this is just the beginning of your journey. To be honest, this is just the beginning of your journey, okay? You're going to learn how to take entries properly, put in your stop loss, predetermine the risk, position size. That means, guys, I just heard a pump and dump from this guy from another chat room. Do not put in your entire account. Put in 5 shares, put in 500 shares, put in 2 shares, put in 300 shares. See if you can even make money with 5 shares, right? This is position sizing. This is understanding taking trades fearlessly. Why am I fearless on the CNET trade? Because I'm only 100 shares. If tomorrow CNET goes, oh, we're bankrupt. Okay, lesson learned. Never bet on a Chinese company again, right? But it's only 100 shares. I'm fearless. So entry and all those things are just the beginning. reading indicators. The classes I'm teaching you, the 15 weeks, is just the beginning of your journey. At the end of your career in trading, you're going to build a portfolio. You're going to, once you have $20,000, $50,000, $100,000, even $5,000, you are not going to, wait, let me even show you here. I'll even show you this actually. I don't care. You're not going to want to scalp every penny, every alert. You're not. You're actually going to manage your portfolio, deploy different strategies, right? Like TJ has, he's 60% in long-term positions, 20% in 20% in swings that focuses on volatility and tactical asset allocation techniques, like rebalancing techniques, right? And then day trading, he's just scalping with you guys every day, but he's not compared to what he's making long term. Is that fair? That's just becoming a hedge fund manager. Okay. So that is the ultimate goal. Looking at your portfolio and saying, okay, guys, I like this setup. I've been doing research for a long time. I agreed with X Wall Street. I agreed with Vegas. We're actually going to load this boat for a long time. We're going to accumulate shares here. That's a different strategy. Vegas is deploying a 5-week, 1-month strategy. Ex-CFO, HIMX, he's going to be in that for 6 months, a year. These are strategies, but for a bigger portfolio, right? And when you see X Wall Street and he's scalping with you, that's another strategy. But they all have one thing in common. So do we. It is they're fearless in their execution of trading. They understand the emotions. They understand the risk involved, the position sizing. Does that make sense? So lately, I've been focusing on the marijuana sector in Canada for a reason. That thing is just ripping. I want to allocate all my resources and my time there. My team, if I was a hedge fund manager of some team, my team is focused there. So we're going to extract the most money out of it right away, right? And then walk away and then focus on another sector, right? And then focus on scalping something. But so you have to, in the end, you're going to think like an asset manager, like a hedge fund manager. Okay, so I will show you really quick, and I'll show you. I started a new portfolio, right? And I want to try to grow this one. So it's a small one. It's only 5,000 US dollars. Okay, look at my portfolio. This is a smaller one that I have, right? So that I could deploy a new strategy against it, right? A new one. Does that make sense? I want to practice using this account. It's a practice thing. Okay, I have bigger accounts for other things that are generating me more money than this one. Look, CNET, I only have 100 shares. I told you, right? I don't care. That's why when I'm napping through it, you're like wondering, but I'm actually making all my money when I'm napping, right? Because the marijuana sector is ripping and I'm heavily in it. Does that make sense? You have to think like an asset manager is the end goal, is what I'm trying to say. So you have to actually break up your different accounts once you get to that level, but you can't get to that level until you master how to enter a trade and exit a trade, right? Is that fair? That ends the class. That ends the class. I will post the homework. So next week, the class will be on support resistance, right? How to draw support and resistance and the psychology behind it. Trend line analysis, like drawing the trend lines, like every time TJ draws trend lines, I draw trend lines, right? Somebody draws trend lines, like you guys how to see how the trend lines work, how they're holding, what they mean, figuring out what the difference between accumulation and distribution is. What is congestion? Like these terms we'll go over next week, and I'll give you the homework for it later, not right now. I need to figure out what homework too. Okay, so is that okay? So I've covered pretty much everything. Okay, that's onboarding. God, that was a lot. And was it boring? It's not interesting in the class.